Hello everybody and welcome to another tutorial from your boy Fixit. I have worked on a new house today. Here it is in all of its glory. I try to keep a sort of similar style but a different take on it if you want to try something different in your world, and it looks like these two houses could be brothers. So yeah, we're going to check out this block for block tutorial here. I hope you are ready for it. If you want to follow along block for block, you can. I did keep this a little bit more for a starter house, meaning I kept that more in mind when I was building than I did in the first house. So if you want to follow along block for block, or if you just want to watch it just to get general sort of style ideas, that is totally cool as well. So hope you enjoy my medieval starter house. All right, then let's hop right into it. So this is the layout. If you want to grab a screenshot of that, you certainly can. This is going to be basically what we're going with, all subject to change. Now, I did get a great comment from Brienne the Girl, longtime channel friend and patron, and saying, hey, you know, it might suck to change things and edit as you go, maybe build it first. I would love to do that in a perfect world, but I can't. My life is such that I cannot build something twice and still put out consistent episodes. So we're going to build it on the fly. You're going to see the entire process. So if you're someone who likes to copy block for block, sweet, you can do that. If you are someone who likes to just kind of get concepts and ideas that I like to do, then that's even better because you're going to see the entire building process go. So first thing we're going to do, I found an image on Google Images. I just Googled like medieval architecture. We're going to be kind of watching that a little bit, not exactly, but a bit. And so what I want to do is basically we're going to put out some starter logs, and which is basically going to define where the shape of the house is. And all of these logs are subject to change. So you can see what we're doing. We're putting them on the corners and in the back and all that kind of stuff. Now, again, I want to say for the record that any of this is absolutely subject to change. Anything could change. Sometimes we're gonna change that, put it over there, but we're not, okay? So that's just gonna be it. The palette I have is basically the same palette as that. I wanna keep things very similar so that it looks like it exists in the same world, okay? So there's where we're putting our starter logs first. Now we're gonna start with the smallest thing first, and the smallest thing is we're gonna go with a cobblestone right here and here and here. This is just a little mini jut out. So we're gonna go 1, 2, so that's 3 tall, and this is gonna be 4 tall, okay? And we're gonna fill this entire thing up with cobblestone. Oops, up to here, up to here, up to here, and up to there. Okay, there we go. Wait a second, what did I do here? That's what I meant to do. Okay, and the reason why we want to do that is because we're gonna be going across here with spruce, and then we're going to be going down here like so. Okay, this is the beginning of this roof. It's a little tiny itty bitty roof, okay, just like that. If you're wondering what texture pack we're using, by the way, we're using a Little Taste of Vasten texture pack from made by the great Germsy boy, the SMP that I play on. I thought, why not? I know it really well, and it makes a lot of sense for me to just use that. Okay, now the next thing we're gonna do is we're going to come in here and we're gonna go, this is basically 1 tall of cobblestone. Now this land dips down a little bit. This is the downside of doing this in a non-flat world is that occasionally you're going to have that, but I think you can see where the cobblestone lies. Now we're going to switch to the white terracotta on this little bit, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, all right in this little bit, like that. Okay, now this is all going to be the white terracotta, so we're going to bring it over here. White terracotta is not too hard to get a hold of early game. If you want to call this a starter house, I probably will in the comments, because this is going to be a very simple house to get rolling on. You know, you can get either clay from rivers or bones from some skeletons, and we're not going to use that much because honestly a lot of this is going to be taken out for a door and windows and things like that, but I generally will build something the whole way through first before I do anything else. As a matter of fact, we're going to go the whole way across here. So we're gonna take that out and put that up right like that. Okay, so yeah, the way I build is I build generally full and then I edit, and I think that is probably the way that I'm gonna have to go forward. It just makes a lot of sense for me. Okay, now we're gonna bring this guy the whole way across this, which is gonna make this flow nicely up there, and we'll bring this up here. Same thing here. We're gonna connect this like this and bring this over, touch it, And then same thing over here. So these are going to come up the whole way to there, like that, touch it, and there. Okay, so that's the beginning of how this little house is going to be. Little jut out here. This is going to be sort of I guess the entryway house, or room rather, and we're going to put a support right there. Okay, great. Now this is going to be a spruce roof. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little pyramid right here, leave one on the edge, something like that, something like that. Okay, this is going to be a simple little peaked roof. And again, I do the roofs very, very early when I'm building. If you don't like to do that, if you like to wait on the roofs, that's totally cool. I get it. But for me, doing the roofs early helps to know where the basic peaks of the house and all that kind of stuff are going to be. I'm going to leave the tower for essentially last. We'll probably do that together at the very end. So what I want to do over here is I'm going to bring this cobblestone up to this layer, because the reason why I want to do a white layer up here, and I don't want to have too much white. I don't want to have white down here and white up on the second floor. So it makes sense to just do a cobblestone here. Now, if you look at my inventory, I do have another block that we're gonna mix in with this, and that is my favorite block to mix in with cobblestone. The only block I feel that mixes really great with cobblestone, which is cracked stone brick. So again, it's really easy to get one. As soon as you get any sort of silk touch, I always mix in cracked stone brick with cobblestone almost all the time. It just gives a little bit more structure. It makes something look like it's intended to be there. So basically everywhere I have cobblestone now, I'm just going to throw in just random cracked stone brick anywhere you want. You know, you don't follow my pattern. Do whatever you want. Okay, that's the beginning of this. Pretty good. I think it's pretty easy so far. Now the next thing is we're going to add a second floor, and the second floor needs to come above the top of this slab. So we're gonna grab this guy right here. We're gonna go right, you know what, we're gonna go right here. We're gonna go right here, and the way we'll end this is just put that right out there. Okay, here's what I don't like. This is a building technique. I don't like to have this texture and that texture right next to each other without some sort of a plane change. Going vertically, going horizontally doesn't seem to bother me that much. But if you put that there, then all of a sudden that flows right up into there. This is gonna be covered by a stair, so no worries there. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing over here. We're just gonna pop in that right there. And we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. That should actually be enough. No, it's not going to be enough. Sorry, 5. We're going to have to go 5 up because this is going to have a stair going along it. We're going to go alternate the roof direction. So this roof goes this way. This roof is going to go that way. So again, we're going to go up here like this and bring that in like so. Okay. Then we're gonna fill this whole thing up. We're gonna bring all these little job things. We're gonna bring them the whole way up because this is gonna be what basically connects the tower. So we're gonna bring it up to here, and then we're gonna fill this whole thing in with white terracotta. All right, now that's all filled in, now again we're gonna go with the spruce going right across the top, and after you figure out where exactly this is gonna be, we're gonna go in with the white terracotta again for the second floor. And I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go every other one here. So this is gonna make this a little bit off-centered, and that is just fine. So what we'll do is we'll come out like that, and we're gonna go up like this. Okay, and then fill this in like so. Okay, you see that? We're gonna do the exact same thing over here, and so basically it's gonna be white terracotta touching the stairs, and then we're gonna go on the side and up 2, on the side and up 2, and then fill this in 1 higher than the spruce. Okay, that'll be a really nice little look. So now we'll just throw these stairs right on top. Okay, easy enough. Now the next thing, before we put on the trim, the next thing is going to be the tower. The tower, I think we're going to go with basically 3 different layers. The first thing is we're going to put in some of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why not 6? 6 seems fine. Actually, you know what? I lied. That's 5 because this is the actual surface. So it's going to be actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go 5 up, even though the ground dips down here, so it's not quite exactly the same. There we go. Something like that. And what we're doing is we're doing the spruce logs right up. Too many. Right there, and then we're gonna fill in the rest of this with the white terracotta. The reason why I'm doing this is because I'm trying to mix up how things look. Okay, so over here we have, this has a cobblestone base and then white terracotta. This one has white terracotta going down to the ground. This one over here, all all cobblestone. That's a good thing. If you can mix it up, I find that to be a really nice building technique. Also, small little note, never do this. Never put with the exposed dirt. Either add grass right here or just take it down to the bottom level, okay? It takes you out of the immersion, because like your mind, even if you don't know it, your mind will be like, that doesn't work. That doesn't work at all. Then what we're gonna do after we get all of this, we'll put one right there to block that off. We're gonna go around here like this, right on top of each one to get all the logs facing the right direction. That should be quite good. Okay. Now I would like to put a window here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this out and we're gonna go stairs, because I need to expand it. To get a really good window, I'm gonna need to expand this just a wee little bit. It's gotta be a little bit wider to get a nice window that's not just one wide, right? So we'll just do along this. We're gonna go all the way around here. There we go. And with the stairs. Okay, stairs are completely around. And then one thing I love to do is take out this and put in that. Okay, and we're gonna do the same thing. Well, this is just gonna give a tiny little bit of detail, and then you just gotta make sure your stairs are facing the right way. Otherwise, it's gonna really annoy the people who care about that kind of thing. So again, see what I'm doing. I'm actually changing the way the stairs are. So we're gonna go here, down there, and we're gonna go here and down there. So see, these two are the same. Over here, they'll be opposite. This one will be inset, that'll be inset. These two should be out. So let's do this. And yeah, I did it right. Okay. See that? So as long as they're the same left and right, it doesn't matter which way the stairs are, but I think it's important for it to be consistent in that way. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is now we're gonna go right to the cobblestone. We're putting cobblestone here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, fall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think that should be good. We're gonna go cobblestone the entire way around. This is not a building technique that I am all that accustomed to, but I think it's gonna be really good. Once we get in windows and some crackstone brick, I think it'll be good. Okay, you got the cobblestone. Don't worry, it looks like crap right now. It's going to get better. I assure you it will. Let's put in a floor right here that's going to go the whole way around. The reason why we're doing the floor is because we're going to put some blocks on top of it, and you're going to need a floor anyway, so let's put it here. Also, putting in an early floor height will help you know where windows should be, because you don't want a window going through the floor, right? So that just makes a lot of sense. Also, this way you can know, okay, hey, you know what we can do? We can have inside here, we can have a doorway that's going to help you get inside. And I don't know what the stair situation would be on the inside. I doubt we'll do interiors in this series, probably, unless we do like a time-lapsey sort of interior thought process, you know, something along those lines. So then we're going to go in here, we're going to go stairs, going the whole way, just like we did before, but we're going to cap it off just like this. Go all the way around, like so. And just like we did before, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go a full block and what am I saying? A full block and a stair. Okay, so that'll be like this. So those two are the same thing over here. We'll take this away, full block there, full block. That. Okay, so this one's messed up, so we need to go there. If you don't have a consistent pattern, then this can happen. So there, in there. Is that right? Yeah, that's right on both sides of that. Cool. Okay, works perfectly. And then we'll just do full block, stair, stair down there. Okay, so that is going to set up the next portion of our tower, our third part. So we have down here, we have white terracotta and spruce. Here we have concrete or cobblestone, and then we're going to do a third part. The third part I want to do different than I did the bottom. So the bottom I did basically every other block. So it's spruce, white terracotta, spruce. Up here I'm going to do instead, I'm just going to do the corners. That way I can get a nice 3-wide terracotta layer, right? So we're going to go all terracotta right here. For sake of building, maybe we'll just do this right now, understanding that we'll probably end up changing that at some point, right? But for right now, it's okay. I'm not sure why that doesn't line up exactly. Let's go. So from the floor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna make this a little taller. Reason being, you know, we're gonna 7. We're gonna go across. Reason being, I want this to be a nice, clear this roof by a long ways. Don't worry about that, because there's gonna be trim on this roof, and it's not. You're never gonna see it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bring it across, just like that. Let's do the same thing last time. And this is going to be the other tower. Now it doesn't look like a circle because we need to bring these guys up here. like this. This should be, I think, fairly spawn proof on the outside because we have stairs pointing up, so no mob should spawn out here. No mob should spawn really anywhere, so you should be in good shape. And what we'll do here, the next step we're going to do is we're going to do the trim after this. I'm going to show you how the trim sort of fits in really well, because the trim's going to go right up against that, and it's going to look really, really, really cool. So let's do the last one of these terracottas going up like this. Another thing about the series, I'm recording all of these on time lapse, so I think every 5 or 6 or 10 episodes or something, maybe we'll do a time lapse of this little area, and then maybe we'll do it. So maybe we'll do like 5 spruce houses in that time lapse, something like that, something that could be kind of cool, I think. Okay, we're going to leave the roof off for right now, I think, because this is going to end up being a double tiered roof. So next we have to pick the trim. I'm going to go with the exact same thing we did over there. I think being consistent would be really, really important. So what we're going to do is we're going to go along here in just a mixture of either stone slabs or cobblestone stairs, not slabs at all. Cobblestone or stone slabs. I think it'll be a nice look going along here. This should be a house that you should be able to do fairly early. I mean, you'll have to get enough coal to make smooth stone, but you know, the requirements are not that hefty. I think this is the goal is that this could be you know, a house for your beginning world, or at least maybe some inspiration for your medieval world that I think you could take. I think that's a pretty darn nice look. We're gonna do all of these around here. We have like 3 or 4 different peaks that we want to do, and then we'll move on to the next step. On the outside here, I don't really want to go any lower or deeper here, so we're only going to do these couple blocks. And I threw in, just for fun, a little bit of stone brick. I just thought it might look a little nicer, like maybe this was repaired. I think that's kind of a cool look. And let's look around. Do we get everything that needs done? Okay, I think so. So here's where we stand thus far. I think the house looks pretty cool. Okay, now the next thing I'm gonna do is I want to add a little bit of detail right along here. Here's one thing I don't really love. I don't really love how this all this like wall of cobblestone is looking. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna break the sides. We're gonna break the corners. Every other block, if I can do it, every other block going around right on the corner of the 5 wide, because that's going to allow for some windows. And then we're going to put in a block. I have an idea for a block that I want to try. We could either try something like crackstone brick, but I think what I'll end up doing is feathering in crackstone brick, so I don't think we need it. So I think what I might want to do is add in this guy, the smooth stone block. I want to see how it looks. I think it might look really cool, especially once we bring in the crackstone brick. I think it's a nice look. It gives like a bit of a structure look. We have a block in this particular texture pack that would be amazing, but I think it's too much. Like it's a like the polished double slab block, but it'd be like andesite, and I think that's just going to be too different. So now we're going to feather in some crackstone brick. Not the infested. No, thank you. No, thank you. If you're in creative mode, don't pick that one. So we'll just do some of these and just see how this looks. I have a feeling it's going to be quite nice. Yeah, that's the beginning. I like this. I like this a lot. And then especially once we factor in a couple of these guys, knowing that there's going to be big windows here and that some of these are going to be taken out. But that's the way I like to build. Let's do something like that. Very nice. Yeah, very nice. I think that is pretty cool. Just, you know, randomized patterns. Okay, it's time to start adding some windows before we do this top peaked roof. Okay, I like that. I think that is pretty cool. So windows, again, we're gonna bring in a little bit of spruce up in here, I think. So let's go. We're gonna go here and here. Bring up, boom. We're gonna do really nice and tall windows. That's gonna be really cool, and that's gonna help break up this wall of cobblestone that we have. Now, glass options, right? If you're a beginner, you're probably, you know, beginner world. I mean, you're probably gonna use this. A nice option for if you don't have that much bone meal is to do light gray stained glass, because you get a lot more bang for your buck. So why don't we pick that? I don't know why I'm getting 5. I don't need 5. Now our texture pack has these beautiful panes. If you want to grab this texture pack, by the way, it's available in Discord, in my Discord, which is linked in every video on the channel. So join my Discord. It's a great time, great place to hang out, really great builders, and really, really cool, supportive, awesome people. It's just a really nice community. Everyone's awesome and chill and mature, and you know, there's no malarkey. No malarkey, as the old folks like me say. Okay, that is not a bad thing. Now I think the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add some shutters or some fences. I think maybe what we'll do is we'll mix it up. The reason why I want to do fences because I think I might want to light this up something like this. Bring in a little bit of light here, and let's grab some that's not how you spell lanterns. Let's bring some let's bring some light in here. I think maybe that'll be better than shutters, to be honest. I do shutters a lot, you know, maybe it's not necessary. Maybe we'll do shutters in other windows. Something like that. I think that's pretty darn nice. All right, next we're gonna pop a big roof on this. Oh wait, I forgot this. I missed this little. Don't forget this. It's got to be, yeah. I mean, you got to connect that up there. Okay. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do this roof here. What we're gonna do is first thing is I want a flared out end. So we are going to get rid of this one, this one, this one, and this one, and we're gonna go right. We're gonna go right along here, just like this. And then make sure it's all connected. Then what we'll do is we're gonna go up a full block, which is gonna give this a nice little circle. So we'll go full block on all of these spruce logs right here. And then just for ease of placing blocks, we'll place these in the middle. And then we're gonna go up another one like this, up like this, up like this rather. Come on now, come on, Fix. You can place blocks better than that slightly. Okay, then again, for ease of placing blocks, we're just gonna do this. We're gonna fill this all in. You want mobs to spawn, and we're gonna go up another block here, okay? So here's the deal. This is just one step up. This has a 1 block, and this has 2 blocks. I think that is a really, really, really nice look. And you're gonna see the slope of this roof, and I think it's gonna be cool. So then up here, 1, 2, 3, right? We're gonna go one more than we did before. And this could have maybe a flag. Why not a flag? Let's add a flag. How about, that's not how you spell wool. How about this? Magenta and white. Is that magenta? Yeah, magenta and white. Okay, so flag. We're gonna go here, go down 1. We're gonna go back 1, and then we're gonna go down 1 again, and then we're just gonna go right under all of these. Nice. And then the last thing, this guy needs some trim as well. So we're gonna go right here. This one takes a little bit more because you can't put a block down under. In fact, actually, hold on. I need the other stair. Where is it? Is it over here? Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Yeah, you got to mix. If you're mixing, you got to mix all of them. I think having some that aren't mixed, it's just kind of weird, you know. So we'll bring this all the way around here like so. Great. Okay, so we got that guy. Let's throw in a window right up here. We're gonna go again. We're gonna go with the spruce slab, or spruce stair rather, and something like that. Again, the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm trying to kind of connect these two houses so they look like maybe a similar construction. What do you call them? People who build things. A similar contractor built both houses. I think something like that could be kind of cool. And you got options up here. The problem with if I wanted to hang a lantern here and here, they're really close together, right? So I think what we'll do is instead just do some fences instead of lanterns up there. And then what we could potentially do if we wanted to, you can get out of there, is we could do something like just light up here, like all, maybe just four lanterns could work. Let's grab this and do something like this. So we'll do here and here. Again, we want this to be lit up. This is supposed to be a survival base, right? So you'd want things to be lit up, although I think so far our whole roof is fairly spawn proof. But I think that's kind of a cool look. I think it's a little bit of a fantasy cool look. Okay, let's add a couple more windows and a door. So first thing, door. I want to go with a fairly big door here. And what we're going to do is we are going to build this out. Let's see. You know what we're going to do? We are going to do this. Let's build out a little tiny porch. So we're going to go 3 by 2, okay? And then in here we're going to grab our spruce. We are going to grab doors. I should have kept that. And we're gonna add trap doors because in I think vanilla as well, they look very similar. So what you're gonna then go around the back, shift click, nope, get up, shift click, and do it again. Shift click, shift click, shift click, close all this stuff. And you know what this looks like? This, you probably wouldn't use all crackstone brick. This looks like just a huge door, right? That is not too bad. That's not too bad. And I think what we'll do, maybe just go right along here, and then again we'll grab let's just mix in some. I can't handle the symmetry there. This will be our little porch right there, and we're gonna grab some fence. Do I have any fence? No. Spruce fence. Okay, then we'll just go right up here and right up there. That's not too shabby. That's not too shabby at all. Okay, so that's a nice big door. I think it's kind of cool. There's not air. I don't love all this. Can we just do maybe slab? Let's try it. Let's try it together and see how we feel about it. So we'll just do a slab. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Just give that a little bit of an arc. I think that's kind of cool. In fact, actually, you know what we could do? We could do. No, I can't place block. Okay, we do that, or we could do that. Oh, that might be better even. Yeah. Or we could even do that. Oh, that might be the best yet. Okay, there we go. That's not bad. That's not shabby. In fact, actually, let's go more. Let's go one more. Let's go trapdoor over here. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's better. That's okay. That's okay. I can handle that. And in fact, we could even do this. Give that a little bit of love there. Yeah, you know what? In fact, we could even go. I know it just keeps getting more. We go there. Oh, that's pretty nice. Okay, cool. That's what we're gonna stick with. Okay, no more. No more changing. We got it. Okay, we got it. Perfect entryway. Okay, there's a couple of other little things that we can add. Like, for example, if we wanted to, we can add this coming up here. We're just gonna go one block up and a spruce. I want this tower to have a little bit more girth to it. Just look like it could hold a little bit more weight, you know? So we'll go up here, something like that. And that one doesn't need one. That's okay. I don't want to put any windows in the bottom base there. I think that is just fine. And the only thing we really need to do is we need to add some windows. So let's grab this. We could do a little bit more detailing work if we wanted to, like put a little trapdoor rep here, put a little window here, but with nothing else, just the window. I think that kind of works. We could always go spruce buttons. Buttons are always good. Again, you can just add buttons basically anywhere you want. I think like on here, that's a very traditional Minecraft thing. I kind of like to add buttons like here if you're just looking for just that tiny hair more detail. Like if you look at it, it's like it's kind of plain. It's kind of plain. You could use a little bit more, but I don't know what. Well, could be buttons. Buttons are a pretty quick fix and generally a nice problem solve. So we'll just do glass back here. We could actually do shutters on these bottom doors. Why not? Right? Do that. Get rid of this fence. Do the same thing there. Oh, yeah, okay. And there, and there, and there. Cool. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, even these could even be, if we wanted to, these could even be like flat against the wall. That's fine. It doesn't matter. You know, mix it up, change it up however you see fit. Up here, we could just do something like this. We could even open both of them. I saw someone do something. I think Jimway on the Realm of Vasten did some shutters that go up, which I've never done before. I thought that was a really cool look. So there's a lot of options you can do, but you know what? I think this house, we're going to call it complete. The only thing that I could add, if I could add anything, would be a variation block for this white terracotta, because there's quite a bit of it, but sometimes you can go too far. Sometimes you can go too far in it. Sometimes it's nice to just have a decent looking house. So little tutorials, my second tutorial ever. Leave me a comment on what you think, and please let me know if you want to build this house yourself. I'm going to render this and get this out to the people. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it very much. I'll see you next episode from my Minecraft tutorial series. Those weird words coming out of my mouth. See you then. Bye.